abafazi bethuka inyama, I thrive like no other. Weathering all the weathers, no callous, as proof cause my soft heart's not hardened. The road is Mvutuza, Vutswa Nabotle. Still soulful like loudly played records. Celtic laced my records. Crowds sing cause they feel us. I fly cause they ran us. Marathon continues. Plus, ngilale kolo engapheli ushukela. Bazongizukela kodwa bazophoxeka. Ngachathwa ngenkozo. Ngizophumelela mina ngibumanqoba mina. Ngithandazela mina. Bangivulela iy'ndlela mina. Ngekhazimala.
Alright. Yeah. Welcome, beautiful people. My name is Christian M, and I am your host. Yo.
Guys, it's been a journey, guys. Like, it's been hectic. Like,
it's crazy. Oh, I think I have to introduce myself too.
Yeah, I just want to explain to them the situation. Ish, guys, so we were supposed to originally drop, I think last week.
Yeah.
But ish, we had some inconveniences, unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah.
But yeah, here we are. Shout out to all of you for your patience and thank you for all the support we have been receiving. We appreciate it. We are currently on about 40 subscribers. This is our very, very, very first episode. So one day we're going to look back at where we started and here, man, we're going to look at the blessings of how far we've come. But again, we are very grateful for all the support and love we have been receiving from you guys.
Yeah.
Very grateful.
You know how beautiful it is though, like to have 40 people who are waiting to watch your stuff and they haven't seen a single thing that you're doing and they've already committed. That's beautiful.
That is so true.
I'm grateful to the 40 people.
That is so true.
And I'm very sorry to your 40 subscribers. I'm going to speak to you guys like you're a million because you mean a lot. So when I say our subscribers...
Imagine if there were 40 people inside here, it would fill up the whole
fill up the whole house.
So we are grateful. We are grateful for those 40 people. They mean something to us. In the next 6 months, there'll be more than 40 people, which is very good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's happening, people? My name is Calvin, a.k.a. the Book of K, a.k.a. the Book of Greatness, the book with a lot of missing pages and a lot of grammatical errors. But at the end of the day, it's an amazing book. Shout out to me. That was good, right?
That's not an intro. That's Riz. There's
wow.
That intro was too good.
That's an intro.
No way. Okay, guys, today we will be exploring the complexities of religion.
Right.
Yes. We wanted to start off with, God, like just that's the foundation of everything in our lives. And I don't know, in most people's lives. Yeah, that's what shapes, human beings, your morality, your values, everything comes from religion. So we want to start there. That is the foundation of every human being.
Yeah.
Once you understand what religion a person follows or believes in, you
understand everything else.
Exactly, everything else follows. But before we do that, I can't indulge in such a conversation with, someone that I myself am not sure, the situation.
What is it?
So before we get into the
I
conversation.
feel like he's about to say some snack stuff, but that's
No,
fine.
what do you mean?
That's fine.
Before we get into the conversation,
Right.
this is just an icebreaker. I've got a quiz
I should have asked about this before we started.
I've got a quiz for the young man.
Okay.
Let's see how well he knows his Bible. I think you go to church. Today we're gonna find out if you really go to church.
You guys see this? It's hilarious. After this episode, I might quit as the co-host because
I forgot to mention, guys, I couldn't have done this without K.
that's flattery.
Yeah, like,
That's
I don't know, immediately when I thought about someone to do it with, I was like, ish, there's no one else that I see fit to, other than K. I was like, yo, K is the person to do this with.
And I bought your idea from the jump.
Donna, I'm grateful, Donna. Thank you so much for,
When you came to me with the idea, I loved it from the jump because, I mean, I've always wanted to do this, something like this, but I just never could come up with ideas. So I was grateful that, you were creative enough to come with something as beautiful as this. And I bought it from the jump. I'm sure you know that from the jump.
You did. I saw.
I was like, this is beautiful.
It'd be the crazy people that support you.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're both crazy.
Wow.
We're both crazy.
He just called me crazy in a compliment way. You see that? That's crazy. But yeah.
First question, K.
Let's go.
Who was the mother of Jesus? I'm so sorry. I didn't write this question.
What?
Who was the mother of Jesus?
That's Mary.
Mary. How many books are in the Bible?
66. Hey, how is that surprising? That's Sunday school stuff. That's Sunday school. Am I lying? That's Sunday school stuff.
Did you guys know the answers to that? They're just looking. They don't know the answers to that because I'm like, okay.
That's Sunday school stuff.
In what city was Jesus born?
Bethlehem.
Then why did they call him Jesus of Nazareth?
So, where do you stay?
My hometown.
Where were you born?
Messina.
Messina. Okay, that's a bad example. Okay. There's some people who can be born here in Joburg, but their roots are in Limpopo.
Oh, okay.
I think. I'm not correct.
That's where you grew up, right?
I think that's where there's where his roots are and then where he grew up. I think so.
No, you're cooking. Because back then you weren't referred with where you were born. It was, where you spent your upbringing, like where you grew up. Yeah.
That I don't want to lie.
We stand corrected, guys. Comment in the comment section if you think we're wrong there. What is the first book in the Old Testament? I swear I'm not.
Matthew. Because I know the first. I know. Because I know this. The first 4 books.
Guys,
listen. The first 4 books of the New Testament. It's Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Those are the Gospels. They're called the Gospels. The Gospels.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna ask this question. I want you to look at your camera as you say this answer. What is the first book in the Old Testament? Look at the
Old. That's Genesis.
But you said Matthew.
Oh shit! I thought you said new. Oh damn. Okay. Now I'm clocking it. My bad. You know why I thought you said new? Because no one asked the old. Because
Exactly.
that's quite obvious. So I did not listen. I rushed to answer.
Donna, the way these questions are put
I
up
rushed
is to
answer.
confuse.
Now let me listen. Let me pay more attention.
Nah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think this is your last question.
Okay. Must be tough.
What did God create on day 7?
Ooh. That's a good one. That's a good one. Because I know he created heaven and earth. That's the first stuff. And then, when was man created? Let me think. Because, oh damn. Heaven and earth.
Guys, you must read your Bibles.
Oh wow.
You must read your Bibles.
Listen
You
to
see
this. You created heaven and earth and then everything that's inside and then it's separated.
Take a wild
I think it's
guess.
a man. I'm going to say it's man.
It's a man.
Yeah.
Look at your camera as you say that.
Because I'm wrong? I think he created
I
man.
promote confidence here.
I think he created man on the 7th day. And I'm saying this, I stand to be corrected. I'm saying what I think. I'm sure half of you don't know it too. But men, I'm going to say
Guys,
that. A person.
God rested on the 7th
Oh,
day.
wow. Oh, that's true.
Hence the church,
true. No,
Seventh-day Adventist.
Listen.
The day of the Sabbath.
To be fair, you researched this so that you could ask me.
No, bro.
You knew the questions.
Everyone knows that God rested on the 7th day.
You knew the questions. No, let's be honest. You guys were confused for a minute. Some of you guys. You knew the questions, so you probably looked for an answer. Okay, but I stand to be wrong. I accept that I'm wrong, but don't act like you knew it. You researched. I'm wrong, guys. I'm wrong. It's fine.
Guys, it's fine. But those
fine.
were like pretty much my icebreakers
Yeah.
for you. I wanted to,
I get you. That also made me realize.
I was testing
made me realize the basic stuff that I don't know in the Bible.
After those
Basic
questions, when you go home, you're gonna open your Bible and you're gonna want to learn.
Right.
Because there's no way you cannot know simple questions like that.
You know what's crazy? Another icebreaker. This is lock in.
Please don't ask
No, I'm not gonna ask you. I'm gonna tell you a story.
Okay.
Lock in, because I'm not gonna be specific with it.
Okay.
Lock in. I need you to lock in. So I was on Instagram the other time. Saw a video of a guy who was talking about how he met a girl. Met a girl, and girl was like, I don't even know if I was talking about this.
Nah. Say it. What
He met
happened?
a girl, and girl was like, was talking about some church stuff. She was like,
Okay.
you know what, I'm church like that. I'm religious like that. You
Okay.
know? So like, if you want to get down with me, we have to lock in into that. You get me?
Okay.
So boy said, say less. Invite me to your church. And she invited him to church. He went to church next Sunday. He didn't find her there, like she wasn't there.
She wasn't there.
Yeah, but he was like, all right, I'm here already. I'm just gonna sit and listen to the word and everything.
Okay.
Church service ended. They planned the next Sunday. He went there. She wasn't there. But now he's enjoying church. So it's like, hey, next Sunday I'm just gonna go back. But I'm tired of trying. Next Sunday he went there, church. She wasn't there again. So as he was making the video, he was talking about how deep, like how far it's been, and he's been going to that church and he's never seen.
He's never seen her there.
Never seen that girl there.
I don't think she was real.
I don't know, but his morale of the whole story was like, God is funny. Because God knew the only way to convince me is to send a woman that I'm attracted to,
Yeah.
that is beautiful, and is gonna drag me closer and closer to God, even if he never saw that girl again.
Dog, that's what
But
I'm saying. I
it
don't think she
pulled
was
him
real.
so close to God that he was saying, now I find myself reading and trying to pray every day. I like that he said trying. Trying
Yeah,
to
it's a
pray
journey,
every
it's a
day,
journey,
yeah.
it's a
But he's
journey.
locked into his religious, into his spiritual journey because the girl invited him and he ended up enjoying church. So lock in, I'm done.
Okay, that's a beautiful
That's a
story.
beautiful story, yeah.
Hey guys, I don't know what you guys got from that story, but hey, I
Yeah.
was thinking about
God
ghosts
works in
and stuff.
mysterious. Wow.
No, I'm joking. But I genuinely think that was an angel.
Oh yeah, probably.
He never saw again.
Yeah,
Ever.
I saw comments, even people saying that's God who texted you, man.
Yeah, that's
That's
God.
who texted you. Yeah, so things like that happen. God works
I
in
also
mysterious.
like someone told me something.
Yeah.
And it's actually true once you come to think about it.
Right.
You know how everyone has, okay, it doesn't matter who you meet, dog.
Yeah,
Everyone has a purpose in your life.
true. You always say that.
Yeah,
You always say
even if the person comes through and brings hurt, that's a whole branch of life that is
Yeah.
grown out of you. What if? I think the best way to say it is that sometimes God doesn't bless you directly. I don't know, dog. I think the last time stuff like that happened was, during biblical times. That's when God blessed people directly.
Oh, yeah, there's stories like him sending angels. like,
Exactly.
in the Old Testament.
But now I think God blesses, people through people.
Even then, there's a story. Obviously, I'm still working on my Bible knowledge. So when I speak some of the stories, when I say some of the stories,
No,
I
you
don't
stand
know-
corrected.
Yeah, I don't know the exact verses, but I know the story. There's a mad person who was once sent to spread a word in the Bible. Or is it just a mythical story? I've heard a story like
Was
that.
it not Prophet Elijah or Elisha?
Wasn't he
was he
mad?
preaching naked?
I'm not sure, but he was mad or something like that.
He was walking. I think it was Prophet Elisha.
I don't want to say names, I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, if you know the name, that's it. Yeah, so it's things like that. God always sends the most random people.
I'm
and
so
the most
sorry.
random events.
My ADHD is taking over. Ntwana, I feel like I think that's the Old Testament. But I feel like God, hey, you know how our parents, you're the firstborn, right?
Yeah.
How was your mom when you were growing up?
When I was growing, I didn't live with it that much in my memorable years.
Okay.
But in the years prior to that, she was the nicer version than my dad, obviously.
Okay. Have you ever seen how parents sort of become soft with age?
Oh yeah, I promise you. If you have kids, when you do, you're gonna see the treatment your mom is gonna give you.
It's not the same.
It's not the
That's
same
what I'm
as you.
saying. Like when you were young,
nuanced.
dog, there were certain things that you couldn't do.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't get away with
Kids are gonna be
anything.
able to do that in front of her.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what's your point?
I think it's the same thing with God.
What do you think?
Ntwana, hey dog, God was doing the most in the Old Testament. Okay, I've been reading through the stories, dog. If we're on the same page and you were talking about who I think you're talking about, which is Prophet Elisha,
I think we need a fact checker as
I
well.
think, wow.
We need a fact checker.
Okay.
So that,
This is God in the Old Testament.
Yeah.
And this brings me down to a conversation that says, does God change? Does God grow?
That's a good.
Yeah, because growth is change. In the Old Testament, God was on.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to explain it, but God was doing the most. Do you know what happened with the man that you're talking about? He was preaching around naked. I don't know if God told him to go preach. I don't know, but he was preaching naked, and kids were laughing at him. And do you know what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
I think it was about 40 kids. They got eaten by a bear. No, this is a real story in the Bible.
God has dark humor. Do you think so? God has dark humor. Because also, think about the story where he just sent water to destroy the whole world. He's like, hey, yo, Noah.
That's what I'm
I like
saying.
you.
That's what I'm saying.
Noah, I like you.
That is exactly
you
what
and
I'm
me are
saying.
locked in.
Where does that happen? That happens in Exodus,
Exodus,
right?
yeah.
Look at that. That's in the Old Testament.
Old Testament.
In the Old Testament, okay, God
Okay,
was...
but to answer you though, in my knowledge, because one of the reasons why Jesus came here was to forgive our sins so that we may start afresh, you know? Now that everybody knows the word. Because Jesus coming was like the establishment of the word. I don't think there's anybody who doesn't know Jesus, doesn't know God right now.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm losing track. My main point is, Jesus came here so our sins may be he died so our sins may be forgiven and everything. So I think that's growth, or you could call it growth or whatever you want to call it, but that's a shift in things from the time Jesus comes. We see a shift. His messages of if you have never sinned, you may cast the first stone and things like that. You know, it's a whole shift from the things that the ways that you see in the Old Testament. Because bro, looking into the Noah story, they just told him, hey yo, I like you and you and your family. Talk to the people you can talk to. And whoever believes you and whoever switches and tries to listen to you, take them. If nobody does, hey yo, mind your business. But build an ark big enough for this and this and this and all that. And God said, yeah, I'll see you here in heaven. I'll see you. Like he just...
It's always crazy until it's done.
Yeah.
Guys. It's always crazy until it's done.
That's also a good point. That's a good point. So God was I don't want to say God was angry in the Old Testament, but he was brutal.
He was. I think that's when we see
brutal.
God's wrath. I think we see more of God's wrath in the Old Testament.
Right.
Did you see what he did with like Pharaoh?
Oh yeah.
Dog, God literally said all the firstborns
Everybody's dying.
is dying. Then he was like,
Everybody's
the what did he say about what is that? Is it the Red Sea?
The Red Sea.
The one that it turned like into blood.
Oh, I know the story, but I'm not sure.
Bro, I think, dude, if you actually follow if you follow the stories in the Old Testament,
I know the story.
I think that's where we see that God, my brother, you have to fear God. Like, then I feel like in the New Testament, dog.
Sorry guys, my eyes are moving because they were telling me what camera to look at, you know, the technical stuff. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Then I feel like in the New Testament, dog, God just becomes, easy, dog. I don't know. I feel like after he has a son. Yeah, think about it. After God has a son, he like calms down.
Okay, I see you. That's funny.
Think about it.
That's funny because that's quite funny.
What's
actually.
one crazy thing God did in the New Testament?
But also, before we answer that, Jesus was already there.
Where in the Old Testament?
He was already there.
In the Old Testament?
I think so. Jesus is
Someone
already
said
been
that to me and I don't understand.
I don't understand as well, but somebody had pushed
How come
it
it's never
once to-
mentioned?
I'm hard. It was so
Really?
subtle. Even, do you know, somebody told me that Jesus' coming was prophesied in the Old Testament.
Really?
Yeah, like if that's what I'm saying. Oh, she's agreeing with me.
Really?
Yeah, she's agreeing with me. I'm not saying I'm correct. I've heard it from
People
somebody.
that know the Bible.
I've heard it from somebody. I don't know.
No. I hear you.
It was prophesied in the Old Testament. He's coming. So he was already there. He just was born in human form in the New Testament. Because think about this. What does the Bible say? He sent his son.
Yeah.
So he was there.
Makes
and he
sense.
Had to be
Makes
sent
sense.
on
What's
earth.
what's it called? The
So I think
Trinity,
so.
the Holy Trinity. It's God.
Father,
It's
the
God
Son,
the
and the
Father,
Holy
the Son,
Spirit.
and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
So in the Old Testament, he was in spirit.
Apparently there's a mother now. You know that?
Mother, wait, what?
You guys have never heard that. There's a mother now. There's this guy who's standing by Campus Square, and they'll say, "Hi, can we teach you about God the Mother?" I'm sure.
God the Mother?
Yeah, go on TikTok and
Not
and
God's
type.
mother.
No, God the Mother. Go on TikTok and type God the Mother. You find people talking about those
Okay.
stories.
Is that Christianity or
stuff.
culture?
What?
Is that Christianity or culture? I feel like Christianity is changing.
No, bro. Let me tell you something. Those things are, in my knowledge, a whole different branching of Christianity. Just like everything now, people are shifting everything to their comfortability.
That's what I'm saying. That's culture.
Culture, I guess.
You
I
see,
guess so.
is that Christianity or culture? I feel like things are just
that's
changing.
culture, yeah. People are shifting things to their comfortability.
Let me tell you something about human beings.
Yeah.
What we don't understand, or what we seek to understand, but it's difficult to understand, it's either we try and destroy, or we try and shape it to a reality that we can understand. Hence why people are trying to, I don't know, bend Christianity
Right.
to make it coexist with science.
Oh, yeah.
People, dude, I don't know, dog, but people are looking for answers, dog. And dude,
True.
the truth is certain questions cannot be answered, dog. You're
that
gonna
point,
go around and you're gonna look for all these answers that you have and build
true.
all these questions, and it's not gonna work out. And you know what happens when we can't find answers? We create answers.
Oh, yeah.
You see, that's what happens, and that's where I feel like religion went wrong. When human beings couldn't fathom how, how spiritual the Bible is, and they went, through their own way to create.
But we don't
their
need
own
to understand God 100%.
We don't need to understand God at all.
There's someone who gave an analogy. I saw a video. You know how my algorithm is. I saw a video of someone saying, okay, it's married men, obviously, who were talking.
Okay.
You're asking each other, could you say you know your wife 100%? And then he said no. And I said, neither do I. Do you think all the married people out there know their partners 100%?
Nah.
I'm sure the answer is no. But they have to live with that mystery.
Yep.
You understand?
Delusion.
You have to live with that mystery. That it's delusion to some extent. And sometimes that's how it is with the relationship with God as well. If there are certain things we will never fully understand. And I think once we start to question, it is okay to question certain things about the word because you want to understand.
Yeah.
But once you start to question from a position of judgment of authority, that's where you're taking it wrong.
I think for me that's the difference between religion and spirituality.
What is the difference? Because I always don't understand.
I feel
what
like
people do.
as a child, you accept everything growing up. As a child, when you're exposed to Christianity, religion, and all that, you accept everything. Then when you reach your adult phase, you start to question everything. Because think about it, we were all raised going to church. Everyone has a grandmother or aunt that took us to church.
took them to
and
church.
not once did you at least question, a lot. All you questioned was, do I have to go to church every Sunday or do I have to be there?
Because you wanted to play, obviously.
Exactly, but as you
wanted
grow
to play.
up, that's religion. As a child, that's religion.
Yeah.
Then when you start questioning, your religion and asking, there's nothing wrong with questioning your religion.
But let me come there on that. There's two sides to this.
Okay.
That's why I say there's nothing wrong with questioning if you want to understand. But sometimes we start to question because we feel uncomfortable with certain rules and certain establishments, of which, to be honest with you, Christianity is not meant to be a comfortable thing.
Yeah, true.
It is, any religion is not meant to be nice.
Yeah.
There are people who fast, like Ramadan, Islam. They fast for those days.
Yeah.
Fasting is not a comfortable thing.
Oh.
It is not a comfortable thing. In my old church, we used to, okay, I never did it. If I say we, I'll be lying. There used to be a thing of like every January, from the 1st to the 10th, fasting. Every New Year, because you want to start the New Year strong.
Yeah.
January 1st, when people are celebrating New Year's, to the 10th, fasting. It's not a comfortable thing. And there's certain things that the flesh desires that are not accepted by the book.
I think that's the purpose of fasting.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's also something you have to get rid of. Not comfortable. And I'm listing the basic things here. There's a lot of deeper and bigger things that are not. So when people start to question certain things and want to shift them in a way that makes it comfortable for them, that's where we get to these random things about, okay, now there's this, now there's that, because we want to make it comfortable and we want. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you.
There's nothing wrong with questioning. If you're questioning, if I go, okay, with Jesus, I can question something like this because I've questioned it once and then I got an answer. I said, could we blame people like Judas and them? Because Jesus knew he was going to betray him and he told him. His story was written to contribute to the death of Jesus.
Yeah.
You get me? Those are questions that I can ask.
That's
I'm
a
trying
good
to
question,
understand.
actually.
I'm trying to understand. But when I say, like, if God is there, once you see there, you get what I'm saying? I'm questioning
blasphemy.
authority. I'm not questioning to understand. Now I'm questioning authority.
Okay, on that point, there's nothing. Someone told me that it's okay to question God respectfully.
Yes, that's what I'm
Abraham
saying.
questioned God respectfully. Moses questioned God respectfully. But now, when you try and show authority, it's like it's the same relationship with you and your father.
That's what the Bible says.
You see?
Our relationship with him is like the father.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you look at him as your father and you ask him, like, there's sensible questions because you want to grow in your religion, dog. Dog, I don't know, dog. You can't. People confuse respect. No. People confuse silence and respect. I think most Christians are very silent and they confuse that for respect. You know how?
Okay, I think I get what you
You know how? You know how they
point.
tell you that your parents don't talk back to your parents. That's being respectful.
Okay, I think also
It's
I
not being
agree with what
respectful.
you're
You're having
saying.
an internal.
I agree with you saying. I thought about it in a
monologue
position
about-
of fear and respect.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So people confuse that a lot.
good.
That just because you don't ask questions, you're being respectful. Just because you're not talking back to your mom, you're not being, you're being respectful.
No, it's
there are
not.
ways of doing this stuff respectfully.
Okay.
I think questioning stuff. What's that called? It's context, right? Gaining context.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, gaining an understanding. I think that's where spirituality starts. Listen to what I wrote, Chief. Yesterday I was in my zone.
Locked in. I see you.
I
The
wrote
whole book.
spirituality is a phase a species goes through when it evolves enough intelligence to ask profound questions, but not enough to answer them. That supports my statement that we can ask all these questions, but we'll never have answers to all of them. Scientists are trying right now, dog, to figure out the universe, to try and find life on other planets. And how's that going?
Yes, it hasn't been successful.
Let's be honest, every year there's a new discovery. We found out
that's
that
true,
this and this and this. Dude, the universe is infinite, dog. God is infinite, so is knowledge.
And they say it keeps growing.
Yep, it does. It does. We're not gonna get to the bottom of that stuff.
I need to have some tea. I'm not British, but
It's chamomile. We're gonna sleep here. I can see it coming. But to you, what's like the difference between religion and spirituality?
it's a complicated
Or is it
thing.
all the same to you?
It's complicated to me. Let me lock in for a second. Because I think religion is to me more like a set of beliefs
Okay. Yeah.
and customs and everything that are based on spirituality.
Okay.
That's how different I think it is. So sometimes I think spirituality, to me, is the belief in the higher power.
Okay.
That's what I think. I could be wrong. So if you believe in the higher power, I guess you could say I'm spiritual. I do believe that there is something out there that is bigger than me.
Yeah.
And when it comes to religion, now it's the set of norms, customs, and values
Upbringing.
So there's Christianity as a religion. There's customs and norms with that. There's Islam. And have you realized that I'm not criticizing every other religion.
Okay.
But Christianity and Islam, most of our customs are so similar.
I love that you're mentioning
They're
that.
so similar.
I love that you're mentioning that.
There's small differences.
You know
but quite
what
few
is the
differences.
study of religion? What is it called?
Theology.
Theology.
Is it? I think theology is the Bible only, or I don't know. But I know theology is something.
Is there anyone with knowledge on such? What's the study of religion called? Nothing. Yeah,
Because
right.
people want to be pastors, study theology, right? But so I don't know if they. I don't
Study
think
of
they study.
religions.
I don't think they study everything else.
I
I'm
want
not
to.
sure.
I want to do that at some point. Let me tell you, I love that you said it, dude. There's a connection between all these religions.
There
Okay,
is.
not all, but between Islam, the. Okay, I don't know about the Buddhists and stuff.
Okay, no.
But let me tell you about the connection,
Yeah.
the link between Islam and Christianity.
Yeah.
Okay, Christianity is Jesus Christ. Islam is Prophet Muhammad.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in
think
Islam,
so,
they
yeah.
believe that Prophet Muhammad didn't have a face.
Okay, I didn't know that.
That's a fact. It's not allowed. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to
Yeah.
put on. You're not allowed to put a face on Prophet Muhammad. In the Islam religion, Prophet Muhammad doesn't have a face. But in the Islam religion, they believe that Jesus was
a
not the Son
prophet.
of God.
Yeah.
They believe that
He was a
Jesus
prophet.
was a prophet.
I know that one. Yeah.
Crazy. And I've always tried to find the link between our books, because they use the Quran, right?
Yeah.
We use the Bible.
Ah, you see how he says it? The Quran.
Yeah, it's the Quran,
Quran.
guys. Quran. It's not Quran.
Quran.
It's the Quran.
It's Quran,
Yeah,
okay.
you gotta say it, with some,
Shout out
with
to
some love.
you. Shout out to you, my boy.
Have you ever seen how our Bible is? Okay, we have parables. Jesus used parables to
A lot.
Yeah, to explain how to live and all those stories.
Principles and everything.
The Bible is it's very metaphoric, dog. It's very, I don't know, but God is a good writer, man. Yeah, no story in the Bible is like, as direct as it is. It's not linear, dog. Then when you go to the Quran, dog, I don't know. I'm Christian, ne? But I'll tell you one thing.
His name is actually Christian, so that's funny too.
Yeah, I'm Christian, ne? But
It's
K,
funny to me.
the Quran is very direct.
Yeah.
It's very direct.
I don't think you understand, King. The Quran is very direct. It's literally made out of the 5 pillars, and that's it. Okay, it's 5 pillars, and that's it.
Everything is just it's laws. Done. Done. It's that simple.
Okay.
That simple. It's not as, okay, I'm not gonna say, I think our book, I don't think you can read the Bible in the flesh. You won't understand it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's one thing that I've realized about the Bible. You
somebody told
can't
me that-
read it in the flesh.
Somebody told me that reading the Bible sometimes, okay, I explained why I don't understand that. Like you're reading it like a novel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't do that, dog. Dog,
That's why
the
I got
Bible.
that book. Okay, it's out of frame. I don't want to.
The book that you read.
Yeah, the book that I was reading when we started.
Where did you get that book, Chief?
From church, actually. I was with him, Kurisani, at church.
They're giving you free books at church.
No, we bought them.
Oh.
So I think I went to church that Sunday with the mindset of, you know what, I've been trying to read the Bible. I'm not understanding most of the things. Like, I'm understanding the story, but I need the morale.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
the deeper meaning of certain things.
Yeah.
So I like Pastor James preaching from church. I like his preaching a lot. So I was like, you know what, I feel so comfortable, because I started going there recently. I feel so comfortable to talk to this person. So I went there and I talked to him. I said, I really want to understand the Bible more.
Okay.
And I want to understand, you know, I want a journey. I want to start like officially, because of, you know, there's a difference between claiming Christianity and actually living.
Yep,
in
there
the
is,
way.
there is.
So I said, I want to try and like start like my proper journey in this thing. Like, I want to understand. Remember the preaching that I gave earlier on when we started, when I was saying being willing to unlearn and everything.
Yeah.
Someone said that to me.
Okay.
You know, and so it added to my desire to want to know. I was like, maybe the reason why I'm not evolving in my journey in this knowing is because I'm not letting go of what I know. So I say to Pastor James, like, I really want to start to know like Jesus and God, like, from scratch.
Yeah.
And so there were books that were being sold at the church, and he said, I think you can start here, buy a book. And I asked him, which one do you, because there were a lot of them, which one do you prefer that I start with? And then he showed me like two, and I chose one from those. And then he said, they're going to open a youth branch, like for midweek services and stuff for the youth who want to, you know, get to know, to start the Bible journey, you know, more and more. I don't, my phrasing might be wrong. Forgive me, people.
No.
So yeah, so it's going to be somewhere here. Because you were saying, I think they've grown quite a bigger number on the outer side in this area. So it's going to be in this area, actually.
So I'm going to see you on the street giving out those books.
I don't think that's the level.
It's okay.
No. It's a church thing.
Oh,
we're going
so I'm going to see the whole church thing.
We're going to be in the group.
Ah, okay.
So maybe
so you're not going to be alone.
No, hear me out. We're going to be something like in this room, right?
Okay.
And we are teaching each other.
Okay, that's nice. Bible studies.
So we're not handing pamphlets and stuff.
Okay, I don't mind. Like, I would support you. I would like help you. Dog, like, I can't.
See,
I can't
people,
judge you.
we see ops. He's an op.
No, I'm supporting you, dog.
Yeah, you're making a mockery of it.
I would
But
even
I'm not-
ask for a few books and like, hey, let me help you, man.
So yeah, we had that conversation, and he said, yeah, it's either him or any of the youth leaders. You know, they're gonna be helping me, and other people are also willing to start walking in this journey and stuff. So yeah, I think we're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, I'm rambling now. That's how I got the book.
Okay, but how's that journey coming up for you? Are you understanding what you need to understand?
That book actually kind of breaks down
it
some of
helping
the
you?
things. It kind of breaks down a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember reading the part where it said, I think I highlighted it. It just felt nice. Like the statement just felt nice. It said, the church was Jesus' address on earth. Ooh. Right. And then you know what locked in my head? So it said the temple was Jesus' address on earth.
Okay.
In the world. And I thought, I was about to say the F word. And I'm talking about God. I do curse sometimes, but
It's okay.
Today's Christianity.
It's okay, guys.
forget
It
that.
curses a lot. Yo.
So I was like, damn, okay. If the temple was Jesus' address on earth, and the same Bible says your body is the temple of the Lord.
Ooh. Do you think the Bible contradicts itself?
No. That's not a contradiction. That's 100% good statement. Let me finish. To me, in my head, the Bible says the temple was the address of Jesus on earth.
Okay.
And then it says your body is the temple of the Lord. Don't you think your body is the address of God on earth? When he comes, he wants to see cleanliness in you. He wants you to see you ready to accept him. When he wants to see you ready. When you're coming back to your house, if you leave right now and then you go to the mall or anything, when you come back, you want to enter your house and it's clean. Especially if you know that you gave someone the responsibility in that house.
Yeah.
If you leave me in your house, you come back, it's scattered. You're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, true.
So he left you with this temple. And when it's his address. When he comes home, he wants to see his house ready and clean as he left it. Because when he created you, you were clean. That's why also the Bible says we need to have childlike behavior in our journey to know. He wants to find us as innocent as kids.
Yeah,
And
curiosity.
So I just locked in because the line said the temple is Jesus' address on earth. And I started thinking about this in my head. I was like, oh damn. But I was alone. I couldn't like discuss this.
How do you feel about the term that going to church or church is what do they call it? Organized religion, right?
I do. Okay, I'm gonna agree with that statement.
Okay.
But don't you think we need a order in anything?
What order?
We need order in everything.
I think that too.
So even if you might say,
Yeah, but I mean, Mdwana, I don't know, dog, but I feel like I'm not gonna say we're losing a lot of people, but a lot of people are stepping away from churches, dog.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if it's because of the corruption or people feel like they're being
you
misled.
see this verse.
Which one?
That's where I saw it. The type.
Oh, okay, that's an interesting verse.
Yeah.
But yeah, dog. But to support your statement, the Bible says there's a verse that goes, where two or more people gather in my name, I am there.
Yes, a church is
hence
not,
what you're saying,
yeah.
that it's actually the body.
It's
more
actually the
than
body more
an
than the place. The place is just a way of also, because sometimes the Christian journey, someone said this to me as well, it's not a lonely journey.
Okay.
Sometimes you need people who can help you.
Yeah.
You know, the person who told me this told me about I forgot, me and my memory, about somebody who followed, was it Elijah or something?
Okay.
Who had to be under somebody and follow somebody who had a connection with the Lord. And he found favor.
Elisha and Elijah.
Right.
Yeah,
and he found
yeah.
favor in the Lord because he had followed
Yep.
somebody who was under the... So it's something like that whereby you have to have somebody who's helping you if you feel like, so that's church. Church is a place where we help each other grow. We help each other find our place. We help each other find our spirituality. Like you find like the meaning of the... Because like I was saying, sometimes I read the Bible and it's a novel. But if I have somebody here, then I'm like, but you're not understanding this.
True.
Hear me out. You get me? And I stand corrected in this. I just think the church is a
dog,
place where we
it's
help
your
each other.
opinion, it's your perspective.
And also, the church is like it's therapy sometimes.
I want to cook you up on something.
Yeah.
How did Christianity come about in Africa?
In Africa.
Yeah. What do you know about that?
What I know. What I know.
Yeah. I like how you looked at the camera and like, what I know.
Is that
What I know. Tell us what you know.
I have to say what I know.
Tell us what you know.
From what I know, it came with missionaries.
Okay.
So from one of the first people to do this, like I forgot their names.
Okay.
But they were Portuguese. They were.
So are you one of the people that believe it came with colonialism?
No.
Okay.
I think what I believe is that colonialism came way after missionary work. There are people who came to Africa for missionary work.
Yeah.
And then as people started knowing African stuff, then ulterior motives.
Do you know what I found out?
Yeah.
Guys, Christianity was in Africa before colonialism.
Please help me with that. That's a fact.
I was
Because
reading
don't
up
know
on
that.
it.
Yeah.
It's the most interesting thing ever.
That's beautiful. I want to know that.
The oldest Bible in the world is the Ethiopian Bible.
Okay.
The oldest church in the world is the Ethiopian Orthodox Church. It's not the Catholic Church. Let me cook you on this. Yo, interesting.
Thank you, 'cause I don't know it,
Because
yeah.
I feel like a lot of Africans and a lot of black people, that's our only defense.
Yeah.
Once once people come and talk to you about Jesus, they're like, no, it came with the oppressors.
Yeah, it's a white religion.
Yeah, there's anger, there's that past trauma.
is quite
and
understandable,
that's not it, guys. That is not it. It came from Ethiopia.
Okay.
Where's Ethiopia?
It's in Africa, yeah.
It's in Africa.
And they use this different calendar, apparently, yeah, and everything.
Apparently they're in 2008, but that's a conversation for another time.
Yeah.
I heard that King Solomon, so Ethiopia had Queen Sheba, or Sheba, between the two. She heard about King Solomon's, wisdom, and you know how word travels, about a great man. And
Also,
then-
the Riz. She probably liked it.
I mean,
She
if you have
probably
knowledge,
liked it.
yeah.
She liked it. I'm
She
joking.
She traveled all the way
Yeah, Riz,
from...
though.
Mamela boy. She traveled all the way from Ethiopia
yeah.
to, I don't know where King Solomon was, I don't know, but she traveled all the way to him to seek advice and just meet him. They had a child together.
King Solomon.
Yep. So an Ethiopian meets King Solomon and they have a child together.
Okay, now I'm locked in even more.
Dude, then after they had a child together, she came back. Then when the child grew up, he went back to his father. You know the 10 Commandments?
Yeah.
Where do they stay? What's that thing called? The Art of Covenant. The Ark of Covenant.
I don't know.
Guys, who knows what I'm talking about? The Ark of Covenant. That's where the 10 no one?
The stone?
The
Where
tablets.
they were written?
Yeah, they were stored in
It's not a tablet. You see, it's Chris. It's a tablet now.
No, guys, they were written on tablets, bro.
It's a stone. Okay, maybe it was called a tablet, but it's a stone. Maybe it was called a tablet.
No, it's not a stone. It was written on a tablet.
What kind of tablet?
No, like a rock.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I'm saying I'm open to the idea of it being called a tablet, but it was a rock.
no, you must read your Bible. I'm telling you.
It's the
Guys,
name is a tablet.
Guys,
but
please
it's a rock.
comment where the 10 commandments are
Maybe.
written.
I'm not- okay.
I know that they were written on
To
tablets.
clarify, I'm not denying that.
I'm not talking the tablet, yeah, for
Yes. But
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not denying that those stones could be called tablets.
Yeah.
But they were stones.
Yeah, they were stones.
Yes, that's what
when
I'm
you
saying.
say stones, I'm thinking about rocks, bro.
Yeah, they were rocks, most. What were they? How am I
How do
wrong?
you write on a rock, bro?
This is God. This wasn't written by man.
Okay, listen, no, okay, it was written by Moses.
But he was receiving it from who?
From God.
Yeah.
No, but
So
God
it's
didn't
possible.
write it.
Yeah, but
okay?
it's possible.
No.
Who wrote the Bible?
Many prophets.
Isn't it God's word?
Yeah, through prophets.
So?
Yeah, you're right. No, but the way you're
See what I'm
saying, okay, you're making it sound like magic.
No, it's not
You're
magic.
making it sound like with God anything is possible, and you're right.
It is,
No,
what do you mean?
No, listen to my
Yeah.
point. It is, but it wasn't written on the rock the same way you're thinking about it, that it's not linear.
Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I'm
yeah,
open
they
to
were
the idea
linear.
of being wrong.
Yeah, you
I'm
must
gonna-
check.
I'm gonna do research
But
on it.
I think the Bible says something like tablets, but the Ark of Covenant, I just wanted to break down that stigma that a lot of us think that, Christianity was brought by
They were white people.
missionaries and,
And when we say missionaries, most of the people are just trying to say white colonizers.
yeah, exactly. But it really wasn't. I just feel like we had our own understanding of God, and
Right.
it was when they came through, it was just influenced, and we were taken advantage of in some aspects. But Christianity as a whole, and that dude,
I'm gonna do more research on this.
Yeah, you should. It's an interesting
This
read,
is
bro.
interesting.
Trust me, it's an interesting read.
This is lovely. Yeah.
Do you have faith, Chief?
I have faith.
How strong is your faith?
My faith is as strong
I feel like a therapist.
as strong as a baby's grip.
Has
I
your-
don't know how strong a baby's grip
Hey,
is.
when they touch your food, it's
when they
cheap
want
for
to, yeah.
They never want to leave. Has your faith been tested?
What is
before?
this now?
There's no siren that sounds like that. That is a car.
Probably a car.
Has your faith ever been tested?
Oh, I'm a couple times, many times,
Really?
many times. But not in a way of doubting God. In a way of like me. Yeah, I don't think this.
Ish, guys, sorry about that.
Sorry
Man, I
about
feel
that,
like there's.
yeah. It's fine. Oh, it's fine.
Is it fine?
Yeah, she
Oh,
says
okay,
it's fine.
perfect.
So-
You know how I feel.
Yeah.
Have you ever met people? Have you ever met people that look like there's? I don't even know how to.
What's happening? Sorry.
Are you guys okay?
Is someone dead?
This brutal. One job, yeah, one.
No, we
It's
jumped to
fine.
this. We jumped
It's
to
fine.
this. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever met people?
Yeah.
I know it's very unfortunate, but have you ever met people and you feel like you have life in you?
Yeah.
You have dreams. What sustains those dreams?
Wait.
It's faith. Faith is delusion.
You want us to wrap up? Yeah.
Okay. Faith is delusion. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
This is the last one.
Yeah,
Okay.
last one.
Perfect. Faith is delusion, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. You live every day and you look forward to the next day every day because of delusion.
I think when you call faith delusion, yes.
Okay.
But delusion is more like, okay, yes, but I really think it's similar, but there's a difference. Because I
I
think
mean,
faith,
in religion, it's faith.
yeah, but is it delusion?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
if we were to define the two words quickly here on the phone,
Let's do it.
because
I will wait. What's the
Yeah.
opposite of faith?
not having faith, I don't know the word.
No, it's uncertainty.
Okay, thank you for the word. I don't know the word.
No, think about
Okay,
it.
yeah,
Like when
let's-
you
let's-
think
yeah.
about it, faith, dude, faith is believing in something you don't have. It's unshakable trust. You can't touch trust. I don't know if I'm making sense. Guys, am I making sense? You can't put
Okay.
trust is not physical, okay? Faith is not physical, it's in the heart. So it's basically delusion. You have dreams right now,
Okay, listen to this.
okay?
Faith, it's a belief in something without concrete evidence.
See what I mean?
2, it's trust and confidence in higher power, religious or spiritual practice.
Okay.
3, it's often based on personal experience, tradition, or scripture. So it's based on something. 4,
Okay.
can be a source of comfort, hope, or meaning. 5, can be flexible and open to interpretation.
Okay, it's fine.
Now let's go to delusion.
Okay, what's delusion? 'Cause
Fixed-
break it down. It's
Yes.
fine. Go on.
Delusion, fixed, false beliefs that are not based on reality. There's no basis in delusion.
What do you base faith on?
Faith in, because you know there's something, you believe in something already. You believe in the higher power.
Okay.
So you are believing that the higher power you don't know. But you know,
You know
it's
that there's something.
Delusion is just you going, I don't know, man. There's no belief, but your hope. You just. You get
How
what
do
I'm
you know
saying?
you're going to wake up tomorrow?
I don't know. Because I believe. It's
You
faith.
believe.
It's faith.
Wouldn't one person call that delusion?
Contradictory. I think it's very subjective. I think depending on where you stand in your religion, because where I stand, I can't call my faith delusion
Yeah.
because I believe in something.
You're a Christian.
Yeah, delusion is when there's no basis.
Yeah.
For me, there's basis. I've never seen him, but I have a word that represents him. That is.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
but with delusion, I'm just thinking, like random stuff, and there's no basis. It's just me going. It's like when you meet a girl and says hi, and you go and say, she loves me. That's delusion. That's delusion.
I don't know why
of
you
the
had to use
highest
that
level.
example.
That's delusion of the highest level.
Can human beings function without faith?
I think they can, but it'll be chaos.
That's
They can, but it'll be chaos. To me.
okay. I feel like as a human being, the worst thing you can do is lose faith.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Have you ever bumped into people and you feel like they look dead inside? I don't know how to explain it, but you can see they've stopped believing. Like there's no faith anymore. We can't function without faith.
Yeah.
Whether you call it faith or delusion that, okay, I am going to achieve this, I am going to, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
You call it delusion, call it faith.
True.
Because one set of people, one group of people can call it faith, the other can call it delusion.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on where you stand.
Yep. Because think about your dreams. Your dreams are big. They're unrealistic.
From where I'm standing, it's faith. From someone else's delusion. That
See
makes
what I
sense.
mean? It's just a
You know,
matter
when
of
it comes to
perspective.
people who are dead, I'm not going to mention the name. The guy who takes care, you know him. I don't want to mention names. From our place. You know that, hey, he stated a statement the other day that broke me.
What did he say?
Asked him, why don't you have a wife and stuff? Like, see me. I stopped thinking about that a lot.
That's a man that lost faith.
Yeah, he said, what am I going to give her?
You see what I mean?
And
That's a man that's
what is
lost
the
faith.
point? That broke me, brother.
You see what I mean?
That broke me.
Guys, apparently we're wrapping up.
Yeah.
I have a nice message for you guys. Ndwana, there's a pastor that's going around, ne? I don't want to mention names, ne? But like,
Uches.
yeah, he said something crazy.
What did he say?
Ria, what did he say? He said Uches is coming in 3 minutes. He said, this is our last statement.
This is our last statement. It's the closing one.
Last statement. He said Uches is coming in 3 minutes. No, okay.
No,
We're laughing at that guy,
Yeah.
but he's cooking.
What do you want to say so you can say? I'll just say it out loud.
I said, do you remember when I was speaking about that 3 minutes?
Oh yeah, you did. Say.
Bro, so
You're gonna break it down.
yesterday I'm at the pharmacy.
Yeah.
And I'm having the conversation with Rio in line.
Yeah.
Then the pharmacist, like, he overheard us. Then he's like, guys. And I was telling Rio, I'm like, bro, I don't know why, but I feel like to some point, that man is cooking. Like, he's saying some sensible stuff.
Right.
Then the pharmacist pulled us in, and there's a whole line behind us. He didn't care. He tilted his, his monitor. He showed us. He's like, guys, I'm sorry, but I overheard your conversation. He's like, what did he say? He said what? 1 day to God.
Oh, that's in the
One
Bible,
day
yeah.
to God is 1,000 years.
That's the.
Is it 1,000 or 3,000? 1,000.
It's 1,000 on earth.
It's 1,000 on
okay,
earth.
if you say that, yeah.
Then he was like, how many hours are in 1 day? They know, like 24. Then he's like, okay, how many days are in a year?
365.
365.
66 in a
Then he's like,
week, yeah.
multiply that by 24, which is
Okay,
24
I'm
hours.
not good at math.
Yeah. Then you get 8,760. That's equals to 1 year.
Okay.
Then he was like, he was like, multiply that
With
by
minutes, 60 minutes.
by minutes also.
Yeah.
It gave us 87 million. Then he's like, okay, now I want you guys to find 3 minutes. Then 3 minutes was probably, because we had to
I
divide
think
it
you
by
guys,
something.
you guys did this math made this math so long.
He's a pharmacist.
Yeah, but it could have been done shorter.
He's a pharmacist.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Don't even
'Cause
the handwriting here, we can't
it
see
could have been done
properly.
shorter, because if you guys are saying 24, but I'm not good at math, I can't criticize.
Yeah,
you.
me too, man.
If you're saying 24 hours is 1 day, is to God, is 1,000 here. Maybe I'm wrong. I want to try and break it down in my head. And then we're trying to find 3 minutes. So we go, okay, I'm going to look illiterate, but I'm dyscalculant.
You can read.
So, so wait. So 24 hours to God is 1,000 to us.
No, don't break it down completely because you don't have a calculator. But basically what he said is that it just supports the statement that man gave out.
Sorry to cut you. Now I remember what I was trying to do. You know the equation we used to do to say, if x is equal to a, And then so B is equal to what? I think we could have gone with that format.
Yeah, an equation type of style. Yeah, but basically what he was trying to say is that years in the Bible and God's time, God doesn't exist in time. I think, what do you call that? Omnipresent. He's omnipresent. He doesn't exist in time.
Omnipotent.
Yeah, omnipotent. Yeah, I think that means that it can be.
I don't know who's correct. I'm just saying a word that I know.
Omnipresent is time. Omnipotent means that he's
It's everywhere.
the power.
Oh, thank you.
That's
I
power.
don't know. I don't know,
omnipotent
really.
is power.
I don't know.
Then omnipresent is like what you call this? That's time. But basically, that man is cooking. Okay, we're wrapping up, right?
We're wrapping up, yeah.
Okay, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Oh, it's power. Thank you.
Yeah. This guy must read. He must read his Bible. Guys, we wanted to touch on religion because that is basically the one thing. What do we call religion? Is it an ideology?
I don't want to call it that because it seems like a construct when you say
It's
that.
a deity. I don't know. But basically, the one thing that's supposed to bring us together is the one thing that actually separates humans. Like, you could actually compare religion to race because it literally divides human beings, and that's like the one thing that is supposed to bring us together.
Supposed to bring us
exactly,
together.
it's the one thing that's supposed to bring us together as human beings. You know, we all believe in a higher power.
True.
We all call our gods different names. Whether it's Allah, whether it's Yahweh, whether it's no.
No, I'm just waiting for you to say other gods.
Yeah, those are the only two I know. But yeah, basically, we wanted to touch on that because things like that are not supposed to be dividing us. Because at the end of the day, we all believe in a higher power.
Yeah, man.
We'll see you in heaven. We'll
See you
meet
never.
there.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we're gonna try and be consistent. We're gonna try and be
We
consistent.
are going to be consistent.
Yeah. Please get in the comment, correct us, or roast us, whatever you want to do.
Don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget to heal and heal.
Yep.
Laugh and heal, sorry.
Comment. Yeah. We want
Yeah,
comment.
they're saying you must comment, guys. It's not us. It's the people behind the camera. They say don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
say?
And share.
What do you say?
This is our first
Wait,
episode.
don't cut us down yet. Don't cut us down. So, guys, we have Kurisan in the background
Yeah, bro.
and Kosi.
Yeah, bro.
They're in charge of the cameras,
Yeah.
Cine, and everything. I can't mention it, lighting, all that stuff. And we have Ria. He's helping us today because we had an emergency. Hopefully, if he stays in line, he'll be part of the crew. If he stays
Guys, it's very unfortunate we don't have time, ne?
But yeah.
There's a theory I wanted to bring up, but hey,
Next time.
the parents don't
Guys,
like.
this is Healing and Humor. We're healing.
And we humorize
This is Healing and Humor. We're healing.
meets.
Humor. Thank you.
That was it. Cut those
That's a
cameras,
wrap.
bro.
Cut those cameras.